Yeah, what up, world? This is South Arkansas, Trill Talk, Part 43. Tune in with my nigga Mike Young. Shit, I guess Lil Silk and 700, they can make it through later on. I ain't get a chance to holler at them, but tune in with Mike tonight. Black King legend, been in the game. Shit, him and his bro, rest in peace to Mr. Serious. Shit, they started this South Arkansas thing out here. So he been in the game for a minute. He been doing this thing. I want y'all, he'll tell you more about it. The entrepreneur, everything he doing right now. I'm gonna let him tell y'all more about himself and let y'all get a grip of how he's still out here doing this thing 20 years later. Started with us, legend to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you know him, he's Black King, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Black King forever. Shit, I'm gonna bring him in, man. He made it right up. That's what I'm talking about. Real shit. Yeah, man. We still South Arkansas, Real Talk, Part 43. Shit, I'm letting you know, man. Shit, we gonna keep it going regardless of how we keep this shit flowing. Let Mike on. Shit, I'm giving a congratulations to my homie, biggest boss in the game right now.
What's up,
Niggas
man?
be sleeping on him and shit. What's up, big homie? How you doing out there? See, I got my volume right. Can you hear me out there?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
What's good with you?
Man, it's
Man, I'm
good.
gonna get us some more people in here and shit. And I'm gonna give yourself to introduce yourself to people and tell you who you is and you know what I'm saying, how you a legend in this shit. The niggas sleeping on you out there. A lot of niggas know you. I know who you is, you know what I'm saying? But it's the
Yep,
point
yep.
is you're an entrepreneur out here, man. You gotta let that be known, man. South Arkansas Liz is one of the first ones to do this, man. Been in the ground since the 1990s, basically in the 90s. He was doing this thing, so you gotta give homage to what homage was started at. So, you know me, I always give you flowers, my homie, big homie, Black King forever in my book, you know what I'm saying?
You
So, man,
always,
let them
bro.
know more about you, man. I'm finna get us some more people here. Let them know more about you.
All right, yeah. We started the game, man. When I came out, it was 1987, actually, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we really started fooling around with it. And so we really didn't get it down pat to about, 93. And then once in 93, we started going hard at it. We thought about everybody, all the stuff that we were seeing out in the street, man. Like, man, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't hear nobody doing albums or nothing. Gonna do it now.
Yeah. What
So about
inspired you to
96,
want to
man.
put your craft out there, man? What inspired you to wanna do your craft? What want to put your music out there in rap form and cause y'all been around for a long time, man, and some people don't be understanding, man. That's where it started, and y'all first one videos, all that, shit. First one even put a video out in South Arkansas. That was something big. That gave an eye opener for the ones that is around. Showed me, that was a big influence on me. Then, y'all were being original with the beats, and that's something if I always wanted to do it, I wanted to be original about it, and y'all were right down the street, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Strong out there. But yeah, man, what inspired you to even want to just stay, because I understand, you and your bro tag team, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Miss Serious, you know what I'm saying? Tell how y'all started, who the original members of y'all Black Kings out there. Because some people don't even know that part.
Yes, it was me, man, my brother, D Ray, and Rodale Rogers, man. We created that Black Kings thing, man. Rodale was a DJ. Uh, D Ray was a rapper. That's why I started rapping, because I used to listen to him when I was a kid. And so when I got on, I said, man, I ain't gonna put down the old legends. I'm gonna bring them with me, and that's what I did, man. I didn't put down old legends. I brought them with me, and I said, I'm gonna. So they helped me be better. So they wanted me to go further than them, just like me now. I want these young cats to go further than where I went. So that's how you really pass the torch, man. That's how you do it.
That's what's up. How do you feel like what do you think about the new breed, the Arkansas rappers? Do you feel like we got a shot this year? High talent in the state? Is everybody business mind on that you can see out here? Is you looking at it from the lead, you know, people leading now instead of just holding the game to themselves, and instead of them trying to, you know, stop a nigga from doing something, you know, everybody, like I say, it's enough money out for everybody. And you know what I'm saying? Man, name some artists out there, man, because you a hell of a beat maker too, man. Name some artists out there that you on work with, due to the point I know I'm one of them. And I let you name them because you ain't had tremendous work with a lot of people out there. Just name some artists they might be familiar with themselves.
Well, first, man, Crybaby, man, we helped him drop his first album, and L Dog Hall, of course, Sculler, you know. The thing of, I don't think you even know, man, when we did that the Ghetto Zet, man, I produced 80% of that album because I was helping my brother out, because he was doing he did like 100 beats for cats in Hot Spring that he was dealing with, he was working with. And so it was a lot on him. So I said, man, I'll help you out, man, you know. And so I went in and we really dropped that Ghetto Zet, man, on my own. Then I came out with that, people didn't know that I produced that Like I Do on the L Dog Hall album. They didn't know that. But I always helped my brother out, man, when he needed. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about having no credit or anything like that. We was a team. That's how it was. It didn't matter who did what. It was gonna be Black King, no matter what. And we did Cato out of Crossett, man. We did Marvin Riders out of Marvin, Arkansas. We worked with Family Records, man. They had Busy Bone on track with them we produced. That's back in the gap, you know. So Lil Rob, man, he was our first R&B cat that dropped out. You know, we called him fresh out the joint, man, and we took him straight to the studio, you know, and we dropped a R&B album for him, you know. But our biggest thing, man, when we work with L Dog Hog and that Sculler beat, because you cats, man, y'all gave us a chance being out of, you know, pretty strong, you know what I'm saying? And y'all said, hey, we're gonna grind and holler for you cats, man, because you know back then everybody was beefing on that, you know, in different sides. But you cats didn't care. Y'all didn't care where we came from. We didn't care about no blue, no red, none of that. Everybody had something in common, and that was music. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't care about no colors. I didn't care about nobody what they did on the street. I didn't care about what they smoked. I didn't care about what they slang. I didn't care about that because we had one thing in common, that was music. You know what I'm saying? That's all the way. That's where it's been. That's where it's always gonna be.
Yeah, man, I'll be uplighting a lot about, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, back then y'all was the first one. Y'all was off real equipment. You know what I'm saying? You know, even from the mini disc, a lot of people don't even know about the classic mini disc on how y'all record, but y'all recording off real equipment. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people back then didn't have no real equipment. Even to John Stokes, it was all about real equipment. You know what I'm saying? This computer technology and all that came later on down the line, but like I tell them, you know, we started with real percussion and all that back then, and even just having that perfected sound that, you know what I'm saying, and that's one thing I loved about y'all. Y'all didn't never let nobody play with their sound, even the beats. Y'all didn't even like the beat part. Even if you had the beats, you even go remake them or, you know what I'm saying, get them remade over something. See, y'all had the perfection of good business too, you know what I'm saying? Never had no softy business, always dealt straight up business, ain't never just, and I always helped the people. So it ain't nobody that came across y'all to say that y'all won't reach out and help nobody, because, you know, I know that, you know, and that played a big part in why I stayed loyal all the way, even through the beats and everything, you know what I'm saying? And it was just an opportunity for me to stash my craft and, you know, represent El Radio, you know. I would bring a lot of cats along, you know, trying to give them that little feel of what's the new age like it is now. Like back then, it was nothing but about 50 rappers. Now it's, 20,000, 30,000 in Arkansas. So, you know, we've been doing this shit for a minute, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it goes to, man, what you think about being stuck in this stop the violence movement now? What you think about what needs to take place more on what can the youth look forward to or how to help each other? Like you said, it wasn't never about the colors or none of that. But what do you feel a good common ground from the youth to the older people of where they can come to a mutual understanding? Because like they say, music always brought peace along, you know what I'm saying? And when you're about peace and love, you know what I'm saying? That's a big part of what kind of music. And even now, y'all can work with gospel people, so you know y'all always been about love and it's always been about the music. So what can your common ground of seeing that the youngsters get on to help a good movement with stop the violence? What you think need to go along more out there?
Us, OGs, man. All us, man. Me, you,
Yeah.
John Doe, all of us, man, that came in the game, man. You know, we done been through it. We saw this happen, man. We know the structure. We know how it's going.
Yeah.
We know how it be destroyed, and we know how to build it up. It's gonna take
Yeah.
all the OGs, man. We got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Looking down on the young brother and go out there and try to guide them. You know what I'm saying? And that can give them some little edge, man. Cause you got too many OGs from back in the day, man. That's still around here now, man. That can say something, man. And everybody knows somebody. A lot of them kids that's out here now, I produced their dads, their moms, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. So everybody knows somebody, man. You know a lot of people that, you know, they good parents, you know, that you came up in the streets with. So it's us, man. You know, we got to be the one to come out and be that voice, bro. You know, so we get John Doe. I like what he's doing, man. You know, he reaching out to them kids. You know, going out and doing the camping and being in the community with them, man. And we can do a lot of other stuff like that, man. We can break that game, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm more reaching out to people that I know had that change brought over them dramatically, like they changed for the better. So that was something I pay attention to, because like I say, man, you can be our age and still view the world like you're still 20. You feel me? And you know, it's like, you know, a mistake and a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm the type of person, you know, I deal with the mistakes and choices I make. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I never blame nobody for my situation though. Even my music career, you even know that. I always try to stick to it as much as I can, and that plays a big part in using our platform, using our voice, and you know what I'm saying, showing the youth the correct way how to get paid. That's why I salute Rod. You know what I'm saying? Rod, you know, he putting that energy to show them like, look, man, my paperwork went together. I had to learn this the hard way. I said, but I'm gonna give it to y'all the easy way. You know, that's the realest shit you can do for a person that's been in the game for a while. You know, people don't even bring their spices together like that. You know what I'm saying? And like y'all been over the state, man, and y'all unexperienced, like even the paperwork of the game. Even when y'all was showing me about BMI and copyright ASCAP, and you know what I'm saying, you was showing me how to get a barcode and how you can do a tax identification number. You was showing me the basic of business, because it wasn't just strictly about the money with y'all. It was about learning the business and establishing the business. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing to even see you, because I remember you were packaged and zipped up everything. And then you did out of town, you did your professional. And see, that was something that I took to the heart. Like, man, this nigga, he did that professional a long time ago, and he ain't never had to do it again. See, you one person know about that, doing the correct way the first time. And you didn't even distort your sound. You know, we talked about that. These cats that go into good production, and then they'll go pour it over in a bullshit ass production, and they probably had a cool ass sound at first, but then they'll go mess their sound up trying to record everywhere they can get. You be like, you know, John gave it game, no man, don't go mess your sound up. You go mess your sound up. You know what I'm saying? This sound take you forever, because we were doing it the professional way. And see, that plays a big part in cats that. And what's your experience of working with younger cats now? Do you feel like that is it harder, or you more into the production? Tell that part about you, man. You ain't saying nothing about that part. Tell about the production side of you with the camera. You only left that part out.
Well, you know, I mean, we start on the music, man. You know, I'm 30 years in the music, so that production on the camera didn't come until later. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but as for that, man, on the production side, man, it just it's something, man. It's basically like music, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm just using video with it. And so
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing I did when I was in the music business, cause
Yeah.
when we started the music, I pulled cats in, man. We made the beats or whatever we gonna do, Like right now,
Yeah.
I'm making videos. Now I'm bringing cats in, I'm making the videos and putting them on TV,
That's
on my
what's up.
own TV channel. So I'm the same cat, but I'm just using cameras now. You
Yeah.
feel? So now
Yeah.
music really dying right now.
Yeah.
Video content is coming alive. And so that's why I'm transitioning myself from the music to the camera. And it's gonna bring a lot of people in. It's gonna do like it did back then when we had 50 artists. Now we're gonna have 50 videographers. And by the end of
Yeah.
about 10 years, we're gonna have 20,000. You feel me? So it's gonna do the same thing. So I hate to be the one to always be the start of something because you never get the credit. You feel me? It's like,
Yeah.
when you came out, L Dog came out, Crybaby came out, everybody look at us and okay, yeah, they came out, but they looking at what's now. They ain't looking at
Yeah.
what was. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so when I look at music right now, man, it's different when I'm dealing with younger artists because when they get in the studio, they don't do like they don't do like you do. When you come in the
Yeah.
studio, you want to hit it in one take. You feel me? But when the
Yeah.
new cats come in, they want to punch in every line. I'm like, hold up now. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about the punching in game? Do you think they made the game a little softer? Because I be looking at that cipher and I be looking at them real bar slingers out there and they ain't doing no punching in. You feel me? Because if you had to get up here and freestyle or whatever, you want to know that you can go freestyle, not just worry about some punch in where you go mess up at. You feel me? And some cats, we would used to just, man, do the whole 16. Breathe,
Right.
nigga, breathe. And even me, I done did so many tracks over and over and over. You even know that. And I really had to practice. I had to teach myself how to breathe. See, a lot of cats get in there, they want to rush that. See, us cording on real motherfucking equipment, we trying to keep that air out of there, and we trying to keep that all that cussing, all that breathing out the mic, everything. We were actually starting from the microphone, getting that right, all that. So it's like a big way we look at the game. I will even go ask you a question, dude. You remember, man, once upon a time R&B winning. Do you think R&B still could be winning? You remember once upon a time R&B was winning more than rap. You feel me? What you think about that?
R&B gone, man.
Do you think the youth done lost their way or want to be the lover boy rappers and singers now? Because back then they want to be boss the man. They want to be there. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a lover boy back then when it came to that music. Even Immature brought it back a little bit. You feel me?
They want to be Roddy Ricch and NBA Youngboy and all that right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So I understand because you got to think about it, bro. When we came in, think about what the older folk were saying about us. They like, man, what is this? You know what I'm saying? I can't understand that crap. So now look at us. We older now. And we listen to these young cats, man. We saying the same thing the old people we saying to us. So the generation is changing, man, So it's really becoming a lost art, man. I won't say lost, but it's becoming an art where you forgetting about it because you overwhelmed by all the new stuff that's coming out.
Yeah.
So, and
do you think the industry like watered down due to the situation of we know hip hop ain't really around now because it's like people really ain't just into that, but due to the old way out the trunk and to the streaming game now, do you think that you can see a return of hip hop anyway anytime soon? Because you have to get a lot of streaming these days, and they used to run neck to neck with SoundScan. You feel me? So do you think that make it harder for artists to get on now due to the streaming game?
Actually, it's easier for artists to get on with the stream game because now you ain't got so many you ain't got no middlemen in between your record and the consumer. You feel me? So now it's coming straight from the artist to the consumer now. That's the only advantage the artists have, because we ain't got to go through all that red tape like they used to. You can almost run a record company out of your bedroom. Like what we had to do, we had to go through select the hits and places like that. You even got to get some music out. You ain't thinking about doing a music video because you couldn't, back then. So yeah, it's a little bit different now, man. They can use phones now to make their own video, man. So it's definitely an advantage, man.
But what you think about when it comes to it being an advantage, it's like, do you think, but based upon on how people be finessing this and finessing that now, and do you think is that a risk you'll want to take, is having a lot of views for songs that people ain't never heard for or none of that, but you got damn near 250,000 views? So niggas gonna look at you like, man, you supposed to be blow it up then. Why don't nobody else know about you? Why don't nobody know your songs? Because, you get to a certain extent, people start learning your songs, you know what I'm saying? And that will take your fan base on up there. But do you think that's fucked up these days for that to be something looked at like, man, don't nobody know that shit, you know what I'm saying? Based upon, it can be, because back in the day, used to be some bullshit ass songs come out. But by they having their production game together and they publishing game down and all that, shit, that shit used to blow up. So think about how the bullshit songs blow up back then. Do you think it's a chance with that? Because it's like, we went to editing and keeping cuss words off the music. You see what I'm saying? And now it's like that part of the game. You see where I'm coming from? Like the young cats now, they feel like that. It depends on what kind of mixtape song take off, but they want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? But as long as the mixtapes beats is not coming through, and you have to have your original sound to make any EPs. You see what I'm saying? That's what they don't understand. Cause each song off CDs sometimes can be a whole album. You just gotta build around them. Tell them about that part on what they consider as albums. Like, people say they want to come out with singles. Tell cats why it's best to come out with singles than albums.
If you come out with singles, you live longer. And I ain't talking about for his life. I'm talking about for the career of your music career. You live longer. If you think about Motown, them cats, man, that's all they released was singles. And they ride them singles, man, for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Then they come out with another single. And by 10 years, man, then they put all those singles on one album. Then it becomes a classic. Then it's a classic. So you gotta, if you can spend more money on one song than you could on the whole album. Because it won't take that much for one single. Only thing it takes for you to put it in the right ears, put it in the right hands, and just put the right amount of money on it so you don't go broke. And then you can match that out there, man. You can make a lot of money like that, man. And then when you do make some money, stay away from the 26s and all that stuff when you put on your car, put that back into your game, and then build it up even bigger. Then once you get to that point, man, where you can flex a little, okay, then you go get your 26s. But don't get your 26s on the first song. You're killing yourself. So that's one thing that we never did. We never put rims on nothing or anything like that, man, because we always got new equipment or something like that and put back in so we can work with it. Because we knew we had a lot of artists that was depending on us back in the day, man, because there wasn't no producers back then, So we had a lot of artists depending on us, man. And so we had to stay up. We had to buy the keyboards, the drum machine. Then we had to upgrade drum machine, get bigger drum machine, because the artists' ears began to change. They wanted different sounds. So we had to go buy the equipment to match what they was hearing. And so people didn't understand that pressure. So when you cats came on the beats, you didn't want it from a DR5. Now you want it from the DR6. Now you want it from the MC505. So we had to keep upgrading as you guys upgraded. So that was the pressure of being a producer back then. And I was kind of glad more producers came out because it was killing us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wouldn't even know nothing about Fruit Loop. I wouldn't know nothing about Pro Tools. I wouldn't know nothing about Sonar. I wouldn't know nothing about Beta Bass. You know, I wouldn't know nothing about no kind of production due to the point of y'all was original with everything. And man, like by you was rapping too, you know what I'm saying? Tell them about that too, man, cause you going to what? G Child, I know G Child for one.
Yeah,
Then you know
Child,
what I'm
Ghetto
saying?
Child. Yeah.
Yeah. So and I don't know why you couldn't just you got a hell of a philosophy with that. So, you know, like a lot of that was you ahead of your time, and then it's like, you know, if people don't feel the mindset, because we try to be far out there. We want to be way over there in New York somewhere. We want to be way over here where the best MCs, and that influenced them back then. We wasn't South influenced like that, because, you know, we considered ourselves as lyricists back then, because, you know, we went on, we know metaphors and all that. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's a position. What do you care? Can you tell the youth about your vocabulary these days? That you have to have a big vocabulary, because it's like anybody can rhyme and rap and you know what I'm saying, but it takes a true artist to know how to put art together. Tell them about the vocabulary that you need with rap these days.
Definitely, you need to be a storyteller, man. If you listen to somebody like Slick Rick, Dana Dane, and somebody like that, man, they're telling stories, man. So if you can captivate somebody's attention to what you're saying, that's where you get your hits from, you know. So if you can write a good story, it don't matter if it's music, it don't matter if it's a movie, it don't matter if it's a music video. If you can put together a good story, it's gonna be a massive hit, even if the song is garbage. But you gotta have a good story with that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you definitely got to learn the language of telling the story, and that's basic English, man. You know, but a lot of guys, you know, the life they live on the streets, that is their story. Can't nobody tell it better than the person that's from the street. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm hearing it from you, if I'm hearing it from Rod D, if I'm hearing it from John Doe, if I hear it from Lil Rob, I hear the stories because I saw y'all stories. And when I hear the music, I can see it again. It's like I'm getting a replay of what I saw. And you guys, and that's what you're putting in. Now you get a lot of cats that go, they what they call it, they put a lot of false imagery in their music now. So they're talking about stuff, man, they're really not what it was. When you talked about doing something on the street, you probably did. You know, that's how the cats was back in the day. You know, but like now, man, they talk about it and they fascinated about that stuff, man. But once they get in the street, then somebody check them. Then that's when they get mad. Then they try to blow up, and then they act like they from there, and they really not. You know. So
that'd be a lot of little cats' problem. They be trying to mimic what they see on TV or the internet and all that, and that ain't gonna grow their business. See, some of the people already be having money invested in them. Then you trying to come from like I tell niggas, like, how could you want to be a hustler if you don't want to work? Every hustler I know worked it too. You feel me? If you want to have a career, you go work. You see what I'm saying? You're not been out there try to outwin that block to have a rap career. You know what I'm saying? That's only happening in the movies. You feel me? And then it come with stuff that people don't understand, to where they'll sacrifice everything just to have a rap career. Even if it comes to telling on their homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They don't make you reincarnated. You feel me? Some niggas will think, oh man, I'm all in. Oh man, I'm my music man. I'm gonna leave that alone. Man, please, you in the real world now. You gotta know that. Well, that's why I try to look at, you know, a lot of people. I don't knock nobody, because it's the art. You know what I'm saying? Of what you use for it. It's like a platform is what you use for it. And now I be trying to, you know, encourage a lot of my old cats. Like, look, man, turn that to a brand, my nigga. You feel me? And tell them about that too, man, about how even if you went out of style of rapping, or I ain't gonna say out of style, but if you got old for your time and you don't feel comfortable or rapping no more, because, you know, some people still comfortable or still rapping. That don't mean they old or older than, because they still pursuing their dream, chasing it, none of that. You see what I'm saying? The reality that goes with that if you're good at something, you're just good at something, right?
Yeah.
That's the position where it's like the crap of that goes from having your business together, you know what I'm saying, coming from one spot to the next. Now, if you're growing, you're supposed to keep going. Don't start something you can't finish if you know you're growing. You feel me? But that plays. What you think about the new cats on where their motivation is to come by more? Do it need to come by them trying to, cause you know, tell the cats about how you can go to jail and your music become nothing. Because you know, some cats will start a career and then all of a sudden they want to go to jail. Tell them about that part. If you're trying to start a career, what you need to do more to keep that career going? Because ain't nobody gonna push your career these days while you in jail. That's what cats don't understand sometimes. Sometimes you got to be that person to be your career person, just like you have to go out and get shows to get a profit going for yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's not on the person that control your music. Tell them about that part of going to jail, how they can mess your career up.
Well, the first thing they need to do, man, learn the business. If you don't know the business, man, you're going to be caught out there with your pants down anyway. You know, it ain't going to matter if you're in jail or if you're free. If you don't know the business, you stuck. That's the bottom line. So that's why I always told people when I work with them, just learn the game, man. You know, I can't hold your hand. If I hold your hand, you still ain't going to learn nothing. So get out there and learn. It's this guy here now, man, young producer, man. Painted. I think it's a Painted Sounds or something like that. I think he produced this cat 20 Glock. Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
See, I know him as Bull, you know. And this cat, man, he different, man. When he came to me, man, a few years ago, and he wanted to sit down with me and get inside my head, man, on what to do about the music. I said, first thing, man, learn the game. Learn the game.
Yeah.
Then he went to school and learned everything else. You know what I'm saying? So here we are 5 years later, man. Dude got hits everywhere, man. You know, 20 Glock, all kinds of cats he's dropping on right now. So first thing you do, man, learn the business. Then if you go to jail and you got your publishing and all that right, you still getting paid. Even 75 years after you dead, you still gonna get paid. So cats need to learn this money, man. They need to learn how to do this paperwork. If you don't, man, you gonna leave your kids and your grandkids with nothing. So if you got something on these streaming platforms and it's done right with paperwork, even after you die, your kids can be getting some money. Your kids begin to get some money. So this is what the wealth gap. This is how we close the wealth gap. Start doing things to make money that's gonna keep making money for your family even after you dead. So that's what I started focus on. I can't just focus on music no more. I do the production. I do graphic designs. I do everything, bro. Ain't nothing I can't do. So, because I want to be able to leave my kids something and their kids something. So, the business, learn the business. That's the main thing that'll keep money in your pocket, even if you go to jail.
Yeah. What do you think about that? That's a big part of what you said, because like you say, man, even what you think about borough insurance these days, because you know the youngsters study dying, trying to live these fantasy lives. Do you think if a youngster go be a rapper these days, do you think that the first thing he should invest in is some life insurance? Because it ain't like that you looking for something happening to you. We just, you know, the black man leaving that burden on their family, trying to go out here in a street world and act like they something they not, then they might don't make it back, you feel me? So now you're stuck in a situation with being something you wasn't from the beginning. You got this bill over here on your people that probably was struggling before. That probably you looking at, that was gonna be y'all way out, okay? That way out these days can get your ass locked up and killed too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the big part about people faking it with the studio gangsters and all that. Do you feel like that, like even the music you talk about today, do you think that plays a big part on why these rappers be like they speaking that to existence, so that existence mentality is bringing that on them, or is that they real life stories that they manifest in their environment, and when they walk outside? What do you think that's more about when it comes to that drill music and that you know what I'm saying, and that even drug music. What do you think about the kind of music mother manifest to their mind and their soul? Because they'll say that about drill music and trap music. But like I say, we ain't the one putting the gun to their head, even though they listening to it. Do you think that's a big influencement on it though? What you think
Yeah.
about that?
When I hear people talk about drill music, man, I instantly think about military because
Yeah,
man, it's like when these guys go to war, man. They got to be hearing. They're gonna be doing these marches and they're gonna be singing these marching songs that they going into battle. You feel me? So
yeah,
they already knowing they going to war and they know everybody ain't gonna come back. So that's what drill music is. It's like they going
yeah.
to war and they know everybody ain't coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So drill music ain't it's really not just a music genre. Drill music is actually a street thing that they
Yeah,
doing in the street, man. It's what they saying.
yeah,
Hey, look, this is our drill music. So we getting ready to come on your side because we soldiers. And this gonna be a
yeah,
war. That's what that is. Everybody keep running around here. They want to be in this drill music thing. They want to call their music drill, and really they don't know nothing about drill. But if you go to
yeah,
Chicago talking about that drill and you don't know about drill, guess what? They probably finna fly you back home in a pine box because
yeah,
that's drill music is different to them. Like drill
yeah,
music down here ain't the same thing as Chicago drill music.
yeah.
So that's why these
'Cause
cats got to really learn about their genres of music, what this stuff really means, man.
yeah. Cause that was the main thing talking about, but that be the biggest thing like on us possessing, cause you know, like they always say, Arkansas is 7 years behind. They were saying that for years. They were saying that when Hammer and them coming down and Benito and Jim Ray and them leaving and Rodney and them leaving a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? That we
Yeah.
were 7 years behind on the music and everything. So it's like us playing catch up games sometimes. Do you think because we in the middle of, because you look at Arkansas all the time, we in the middle of the world, basically, like right in the middle sometimes. And we so far back in the woods. What part of it do you think plays a part of views sometimes? Because, you know, up here in Little Rock, you get a certain kind of views. It's a certain way you is. And then down that way, you get backwood views. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you would think we being that close to Louisiana, we'll get more views than up this way by Arkansas being the population it is, you feel me? But it's the point of people only look at the city of the population of who get the most views. But the city might not even making the most noise. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you classify as a good working partner for the state on people that's actually collaborating with the whole state, or people that just come and find somebody out the state to work with? Because it's got to be everybody. You feel
Reverse
me?
it. They gotta reverse it. Don't try to
Yeah,
collaborate with everybody in the state. The state
yeah,
need to get behind one guy that's gonna take it. If you can get
yeah,
behind that one dude, they gonna take it. Guess what? Then everybody else can come out too. That's what them cats in Texas did, man. That's how
yeah,
Michael 5000 Watts and DJ Screw and all them cats, man. They brought them cats up. They brought one in, then next thing you know, it's 10 coming in behind him. That was, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That was the ball. Everybody did that, man. But Arkansas. But when Arkansas get one cat that's hot, guess what we do? We throw our head down and turn away, and we don't act like he ain't there.
and start trying to be the next hot one.
You
You
know
feel
what I'm saying?
me?
Everybody trying to like we racing to get somewhere. Sometimes, man,
Yeah,
we can all run together and get there.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
if we can start trying to help people, man. If you see that hot guy, you know what I'm saying, and he really want to listen, or he really that one that you can put up there to the front, put him up there. So guess what? He finna leave that rope down where you can come up there right behind him. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you
So
think we still got years to go on getting our mix? Because you know we don't want to sound like Texas. We don't want to sound like Atlanta. We don't want to sound like we. Do you think Arkansas still search for their original sound? Because you know a lot of people say we still ain't got that sound that we should have like everybody else. Do you feel like that's a distorted way of how you look at that sometimes? Because like I say, it's a lot of people in Arkansas that do got their original style sometimes. It depends on what you listening for and what you listening to. Because, you know, like I always said that, you know, I feel like West Coast beats is some damn hard ass beats to come South style. You feel me? And
yeah,
see, well, we don't get enough of because we used to try to have that ball and parlay feel or down south Texas feel, you know what I'm saying? And they used to play a big part in our influencement on who we used to look at as big rappers and stuff. But like as they say, when it comes to the new school, the new generation, it's internet and all that, it's like them style of rappers is not just relevant. Well, now you can get their music. You couldn't get their music back then. Now you can get their music. It's like it's nobody that was in that position that was relevant. Like oh, this nigga hot right here. Like now, since you can listen to Zero anytime, shit, he got down there about 50 albums. I feel me. You listen to it anytime. You're not enthused to listen to it like that because you're like, man, it's right here. And it's too much of that real sometimes that you feel like you listen to the same thing over and over and over again. Do you think that let me ask another question with that struggle rap and that made up rap, which one you think on sometimes that people be wanting to talk about? Because people don't be wanting to talk about that struggle rap. They only want to talk about that unless they done been through it. And then you got people that want to talk about that trap music, but the whole time they ain't living. They don't even want to live a struggle rap. That's what gets you on. The trap music is what go have your ass going to the feds with a case. You feel me? Why do they outweigh that struggle music with that fed music? I just don't understand. Sometimes. What you think about that?
Well, think about this, man. Remember when your grandparents and your mom and them used to talk about how racism was real deep, you know what I'm saying? And then it got to us, man. We still felt it, you know what I'm saying? But we still kicked it with some other people, you know what I'm saying? Other races. But then your kids come along, they don't care about no color or nothing like that. That's where we at now. Because the younger generation didn't have to have nobody coming into my man, slavery is this, slavery is that. Blacks couldn't do this. Them youngsters don't care now because they didn't come up with it. Your grandparents put it on us, on we felt mad about it. But you didn't think about it because now you an MC, you a G on the street. So now you trying to teach them how to survive. So it ain't about no color now. It ain't about that white man or anything no more. It's about surviving. That's what these young cats at right now, man. That's why they don't care about all that other stuff, man, about what's going on with it. Because to them, that's antique stuff. They living for now, man. I look at my sons now, man. They don't care about none of that racist stuff. If you don't like them, they don't care.
What you think about that law by the citizen part of South now to living by the street codes? Because you know we deal with our young man these days, and when you pay taxes and shit, so your way of looking at the world now might be different when you got to be the protector. You feel what I'm saying? And you know the law by the citizen rules what pays a weak part in that. How do you relate to law abiding citizens now, to knowing when you were coming up, you were living by the street code? What's your growth out of that based upon, you know, even a spiritual situation or coming from a spiritual background sometimes? Do you think that that's still your growth of being stuck with that law abiding citizens mindset living than that street codes? What do you think do you think all fathers should change that? I ain't saying a baby dad, I'm saying a father. When you become a father, do you think that that's a growth up out of it? Like, because so it leaves some people automatic, you feel what I'm saying? And then some people struggling with it, you know what I'm saying? So it depends on how you start taking care of your kids when you first start taking care of, basically. You feel me?
When you start having kids, if it don't take over you then, it ain't gonna take over you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because anybody who have a kid, man, you ain't gonna want that kid to come up the way you did. You feel me? I don't want my kid to see all the blood I saw. I don't want him to see all that stuff that I seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that for him. Cause it messed me up. You feel me? And so it got me to the point where I don't trust a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang out with people because I saw a lot of that crap. And I've seen too many people, man, fall to it, bro. So you don't want that for your kid. That's number one. You don't want that for your kid. And for the code, I still teach my kid what the street codes is, so they don't be ignorant to the streets. You feel me? So when they go out in the street, they gonna know what codes to go by, so they don't violate in the street codes. You know what I'm saying? So they keep themselves straight. The street code gonna exist forever. You feel me? So we'll be ignorant if we think we can raise kids without having street code. We'd be stupid if we think that. So we got to teach them the street code, but we can also provide them the other knowledge where they won't have to be there to be successful. You feel me? So, you just got to do it, man. I mean, you got to teach both.
Do you think that play a big part in dealing with the law-abiding citizens and street code sometimes? Because, like, I look at that like, okay, like the kids, they'll worship a drug dealer before they worship working man. You feel me?
Right.
So you got to ask yourself, man, this man went to work every day. This man, this man can never skip a beat. They wonder why the man always kept some money. He was able to give them $1 every time they asked, or he was able to get them to let him mow his yard when they asked, or he was able to let them break his yard when they asked, because that man went to work every day. So a working man has got money to pay you. Right. Now, that don't mean a hustling man got no money to pay you, but that drug dealer money is only for the moment. See, some people get caught up in the moment, and they get caught up in a long time different situation where that person's settled in their mind. That person know what they're gonna do every day. So the reality of a working man, sometimes they don't get praised enough. So do you think the youth don't want to be nothing positive from that standpoint, due to the point of what's been corrupted in their eyes and their environment and stuff, on how they praise the hustler more than the working man? And like I told you a while ago, man, if you a hustler, you should want to work too. You feel me? So you can't put no stereotyping on you. Feel me?
It ain't their fault though. You know why it's not their fault, man, because the reason being is you got that big machine that's putting it in front of them. It's putting it in a TV form, it's putting them in their phones, it's putting them on their social media, it's putting them in their face. So it don't matter if you sitting at home with them 24/7, if I'm sitting at home with mine 24/7, but if they got their phone in hand and they got the TV on the wall, guess what? It's still getting everything that you trying to keep them from. So really, man, you got to try to teach them how to use their own mind. Because we don't think
for your damn self.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know how to think for yourself. Hey, what can I do if you don't know how to think for yourself? Right. You feel the same way believing in yourself. You don't believe in yourself, you don't know how to think for yourself. Well, what can I do? But see, that's the biggest thing, man, I was telling you about that. How do you feel about the youth of them even have to go against even having somewhere to hang without being misinfluenced on, okay, you might want to go over here to a legal party or this or that, but you got to worry about the negativity of that sometimes based upon you just trying to be normal. What do you consider the norm for kids these days? Because sometimes kids don't even want to go outside. They'd rather sit in the house, play on their phone, other than trying to go out. And what you think about them from the phone and going outside? What you think about that? Because kids, it's like, that's the only time you hear about when the season starts. It's a lot of kids don't play season ball. You feel me? It's a lot of kids don't play season basketball. They used to be at that court. They used to be at that gym trying to get in that lead or something. So them having somewhere to go as a safe haven where kids will hang out all day to get better. You feel what I'm saying? Now, is it safe for them to hang out to get better? Because they still trying to figure out what's going on the internet. You see what I'm saying? Do you think the internet took a lot of our kids' fun out here these days?
Again, man, it's kind of not their fault. You know, the internet is the big part of it. But man, they making mom and dad go to work now. Who at home with the kid now? Kid got to raise himself.
Like TikTok. What you think about TikTok?
You know what I'm saying? I think TikTok is the new wave. Gonna knock Facebook out the game. You know what I'm saying? TikTok is more flexible, and it's to the point. You feel me? So TikTok is really going to be the new wave. So you got a lot of old people that really getting into the TikTok now. They're really getting away from Facebook. Cause Facebook got a lot of scamming and all that stuff going on now, man.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
I got caught in the scamming. I see you got caught in the scamming. Nigga hit me from my Instagram page. Mother hit me up. I'm steady, you know me, I'm building this wall up. I'm steady trying to get people up. They like, man, I don't even want to know. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm like, man, you're damn lie, nigga. I know you better than that. You know me better than that, nigga. Look at my page. Before me, I heard that because of my Instagram page. And I got a couple of y'all like, nah, Let me ask that nigga some personal questions. Then I know it. That's my nigga now. Nigga announcing them, he just kept giving me the runaround. So I was like, well, that ain't him then.
That's all you
But see, I used to play the game with that scam and shit. Just to, like, nigga, I don't understand why I gotta give you some money to get my money that stay out for. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, take it out of there. Take it out of there. If I the one it's mine for free, take it out of there. I don't mind taking it. Hey, I don't mind it. Well, I used to have it. If I got something that was gay to me like that, fuck it, take it to get it out of there.
Not,
you know what I'm saying?
Not only that, man. I saw you at your brokest point. You know what I'm saying? You saw me at my brokest point, and we never asked nobody for no money, did we? So why we gonna change now?
That's the point.
Yeah, so we ain't gonna change now. So when people see that, they should automatically know, nah, that ain't my guy doing that, you know. So a lot of people do.
I wasn't trying to flex like that. I'm like, man, damn, boy, it's amazing how motherfuckers come out here and make the closest way a person can get $1 to you other than that motherfucking Western Union bullshit. Yeah. See, they should have respected Cash App based upon now you gotta go in there and fill out on the whole machine of Western Union. You should have just kept it with Cash App, keeping it right there in your pocket. Motherfucker right there now, ready to go out there and fill up the machine, all that Walgreens, all that bullshit down, just get on some money sent to motherfucker. Then there ain't no guarantee you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just a situation of it's a fast tool, but like I tell people sometimes you gotta look past the bullshit. You know a motherfucker better than that. It ain't no need to follow that. You should know, nigga, we were here before Facebook. We were here before all this scam shit. So you know that motherfucker ain't getting nobody my age or older, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Right. We don't just start popping up saying we got something free for you. You feel me there? That's the shit I trip too. For real. But man, I'm just into that, man. I'm gonna ask you another question. What's your favorite MCs, man? We're gonna do the duo thing now. What you think about who your favorite duo out of UGK? What you classify as your favorite one out of there?
Man, I like both, man, because they were both unique. Because you know, I got a street cat on one, then I got a lyrical cat on another. So I got the both of best worlds because I like both. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I didn't really choose between the two because they both gave me what I wanted. You know?
Yeah.
So it really ain't no more cats like that no more, you know.
No more. Like UG, MJG and A-Ball, who you both same formula?
Same formula.
Yeah.
Even Outkast, same formula, you know. Even Kid and Play, same formula. You know, so you don't get it like that no more, man. Now you can get two cats now, man, and you like, man, you can go and get rid of the other dude. You might do it by yourself, you know. So now that's what you get now, you know. But you get some superstar cats come together and do a duo. Okay, all right, that might be all right. But as far as a duo coming out, which I ain't heard that one of them in a long time, a duo rap group or anything. That come out and
that's why
be hard.
I was saying to you about that part of how the internet underscored that sometimes, because you can get forecast a group or something, and y'all can go out and grind and sing too. And see now it seems like the internet, that duo, everybody want their own publisher. That group, everybody want their own publisher. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody want to be able to know if they can get their own deals too. They don't just want to be in a group, they can't get their own deal. You feel me? So it's a hard decision sometimes on how you sign to the group. Because the group might just got you stuck in a situation where you just getting royalty checks. You never was a part of the group. The person that was getting money out the group is the motherfucker that was sign out paperwork. Feel what I'm saying? So sometimes niggas don't never pay that no attention. They just think about loyalty. Oh, this nigga ain't gonna sell me out. This nigga ain't gonna sell me out. What's your bigger take of loyalty, Dave? What you consider is loyalty? Because, you know, everybody got their own definition these days. Every definition. All their definitions.
My definition of loyalty, man, when I look in the dictionary, you got a picture of Charmaine Brown beside it.
That's what I'm talking about.
You kept it real.
That's what's up.
30 plus years, bro. You never wavered on nothing, man. You always came to me, even when there was a problem going on. You came to me, and we hashed out what was going on or whatever, man. That's loyalty to me. You know, I can even go back and say, you know, I even throw John Doe in up, man, because, you know, when he first came in, when he first came to Arkansas, man, when I heard that cat, man, I wanted to do everything I could, you know, to help him. So when we produced that thug poetry album, man, we did that in my bedroom in a trailer house, man, in Bass Chapel. And we sat there, man, late nights, man, pounding that album out. You know what I'm saying? And so that he came in with a lot of fire, man. KP right today, man. Still call when he see me, man. He holler King. I know who it is because you know he came in from that day, man. So if you cats when y'all came in, man, that's where it came from, man. You know, so loyalty is that's what it is. When you guys talk to me, man, when y'all holler at me, that's the loyalty part. And that's what I respect more for y'all, man. So that's why whatever I'm doing, if that's gonna be something for me to do, I'm coming, I'm gonna throw that hook out to you, and I'm gonna reel you in and see you want some of it. So right now I'm in the middle of building another empire, TV empire. So all I can say, everybody that's been loyal to me is be ready. You know what I'm saying? Just be ready, because that's what I do. I only go to people that been loyal to me. I don't do strangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody that been loyal to me, that's what I'm coming to get.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Appreciate that, homie.
Hey, what you ain't you producing it like the it's like the mud show? I can't think of it because it reminds me of that show down there they had in Monroe. I can't think of the name of it. Them damn hillbilly ass niggas. I can't think of their name. But it reminds me of that.
South Arkansas, Wild, the fishing game.
Yeah, South Arkansas Wild, man. Tell me about that, man, because, you know, we come from that Arkansas branch of mud riding and shit and all that you was bringing to the table and showing a lot of people the backside of stuff. That was real. That was a visionary thing that you could see in Arkansas, of a vision that you can see. And I salute you for doing that, man. Tell them about that more, because a lot of people probably ain't seen that, man.
I got a lot of hate.
What was that about?
I got a lot of hate out of it, man. There's a lot of hate in it. You know, because I was trying to get everybody who fish, hunt, whatever they did, I was gonna bring them together and create some TV shows and put them on TV. But you had some cats, man, were coming in. It's about, oh, I'm better than him. I'm better than him. It wasn't about who was better. It was about what the level.
Ain't know about that.
You know what I'm saying?
About being a team.
Right. So I had a few cats, man, that would really want to do this, but I had some other cats that didn't like it because I chose this certain amount of this group, but it was gonna be for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So man, they got a lot of hate out of it, man. You know, and they kind of slid it back for a minute. It's still coming though. I mean, regardless, you know, when I put my mind on something, I'm gonna do it. You know, but that's basically what happened, man. You know, a lot of people were hating on it, man. And they want to be the better person on the hunt. That I should be in front of the screen, or I should do this, I should do that. I said, well, man, everybody gonna get a chance to do it. That was my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what that was, man. It's gonna be big though, man.
Do you did a scary movie too, did you? Because I think Shawana Mass, somebody was in there. I was tripping off of that, and I liked the effects you gave us. See, that's what I know you were growing with the camera, because you started putting effects, and I'm like, damn, this nigga cold. He can put you walking through, and all of a sudden you right there. I like, oh, shit, this nigga done got great with that. Tell me about the scary movie, and then I think you did some kind of drama. I think you did that with your mom or your sister, I think. Tell them about them, man. They need to catch up on that, man. Where they can catch you at? Where is you located, from Instagram to TikTok to Facebook to Snapchat, wherever? Where can they catch more of your stuff at, man?
Young Light Studio. Young Light Studio. That's it. I mean, Young Light Studio gonna plug you to everything. You know.
That's what.
When you Google that, it's gonna show you everything I'm doing. So that's basically what it is. And for the movies, I got 11 movies that I'm going to shoot, you know, right now.
Yeah.
I got. So one thing I'm doing now, man, I'm building up the revenue But when I get ready to start calling actors and to come in and do the movies, then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna turn this into a little mini Hollywood. You feel me? So I'm just trying to build my stable with people that's gonna be loyal and real with me. I don't want to bring in no fake. You feel me? So through the years of doing that, man, and only still have a few left, like you and all you cats like Dope, Rod, you cats like that. I got y'all there, but y'all doing y'all own thing too. So now I got to try to mold some new people in that's gonna be like y'all, you know, loyal like you cats. And then we can go ahead and build something from there, you know. So that's what I'm building right now about our team. That's why I got 5 TV shows now that we created. And these people, that's what they want to do. They love doing it. So I'm doing everything off me on my dime. You know what I'm saying? I'll use my camera. I'll use everything I'm doing because I want to make their dreams come true. Because they're gonna be able to make my dreams come true, so I can make many other people's dreams come true. So that's always been my goal, is to make everybody else's dream come true. It can be done, and it don't matter what you're doing. If whatever you do, I don't care what you do, it can be done.
What do you think? What can you tell the cats out there these days, the young cats is it better to have business on paper or verbal agreements? Which one better these days? Tell the young cats that why you'd have to have on paper than verbal agreements. Because you know verbal agreements get broken in time, but on paper, tell them about why it's best to have it on paper. Is anything got to do with business?
Well, if I was dealing with a cat for 30 years, I don't need no paper. But if I'm dealing with a new cat, I need that paper fast.
Yeah.
And so I talked to a guy, man, he asked me about paper, and I happen to have paper. So when he needed the paper, I send him all the paper he needs to get right, to get legal with it, you know? And so, but when you come to me talking about, hey, man, I want you to sign this contract, you almost like you spit in my face then, because I don't want to sign, because I'm that kind of cat that go out and try to make people become big, you know what I'm saying? I want to make you a star. If you try to sign me to something,
think about how many years you've been in the game, and because you know, I know you haven't seen a big part of that, and I know you ain't never looked forward to nothing from no cat, and you know, I know you probably heard a many times, I got you. But do you think that that's a big part of how you trust these days with this Lord, or how you trust with this or crap or anything you're doing? Because do you think a cat have to get burnt enough, or a cat have to get let down, disappointed in it, of this message trust up? Because like I told you, fam, you always been about love, you know what I'm saying, and peace. And being like this sometimes, it's hard to be mad about anything, or it's hard to let hate even condemn you. You feel me? So I understand that perfection of why you always or rather cut somebody out before you hate them. You feel me? So that plays a big part in of that loyalty of being sold out enough. Because you know, people say stuff and then people try to condemn you with that hate, like, oh, because you did me bad, oh, I'ma hate you. Now I see that's the situation with me. That's why I be glad I came to a chapter and closed that with me and Ron D, because it was never no chapter. It was the hype of people wanting to rap to, and they still wanted to keep me into it. They were gonna keep them with us the whole time. It probably took some years of ride. And one day, my rest in peace, my nigga String fella was like, man, don't let these niggas out here whooping. They just trying to, you know, you ain't got no haters, you ain't got nothing going. No, he was having that attitude towards this. And we was all dealing with the same homies, so it wasn't like we finna fall out like that. They admit this nigga really family, you know what I'm saying? So well, I'm gonna make of myself, I just couldn't just take the hype of people that we know together, or people that we grow up together with, was trying to make us feel like we was against each other. And I used to always tell myself, man, I ain't against that man. I'm gonna support him every day of the week because we started together. You feel me? And even that played a big part in how people was switching sides over her or making it look like that. Oh man, you ever nigga been with Sculler the one got us beeping. Sculler one on some hate shit. He the one broke. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what people doing to keep themselves looking like the hater. They the main one caught up in the hype more than I. I'm like, man, look, Sculler not against the money. Sculler ain't what y'all want to be. I know more than rap. I don't know what the others know, but that plays a big part in how I had to learn on, because I did the hood shit first. You know, I put everybody in the hood on some shit, so I ain't have to worry about go back to the hood and do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was a position of anybody you get with. If you harvest a tree out there or you harvest a field and you put a whole bunch of seeds in there, you gonna expect it to grow. You know what I'm saying? Even though I never got that same love back, like you never got that same love back, that never unstopped you from helping people. That never unstopped you. They never even made you bitter. Oh man, nobody never helped me. Nobody shot me out. You feel me? You don't heard about no credit like me. That never was our game of credit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
We were trying to get the business, and we were trying to learn the business side of shit. So that credit only comes from knowing that you know your business mind up. You feel me? Shit, a couple more questions, fam. What do you think about the coronavirus? What do you think? How did change your perception of how you see that?
It kept, man, I let it stop me from working, man, for 2 years, man. I mean, in the studio and all that. It stopped me from working for 2 years. And you know, it really and you know, it stopped me from doing what I love to do, and that what killed me. You feel me? So now, man, I'm starting to feel like every time these numbers go down, somebody keep coming out and dropping some more stuff out there on us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm beginning to feel like that now. You know, I'm like, okay now.
Yeah.
If I come every time the number go
down. That's crazy. Hey, what you feel about that though? Because you know, these days it's hard to even want to, you know, social distance a mug. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's the way you feed yourself back into that, but it's like you have been safe and you ain't got sick and you ain't all that. It's like, do you think that plays a big part in on how they messed up our religion? You feel what I'm saying? Like right now it's supposed to be Easter coming up, right? Yeah. Okay. What, is it safe for all of us to go to church and get around? You feel me now?
Yeah, exactly.
Then everybody go to church, everybody sick all over again. Come on, man. Yeah. It's like allergic reaction trying to connect people. Then you think about from everything that happened, you be like, man, shit, maybe because everything went back to normal, but the gas still high. Shit, it's based upon what do you think that be the number one dumb thing that us as people that know about it already, is it worth us going swimming together? Because, you know, we got to really stay where germs at. You feel me? And it plays a big part of germs if it's coming out there like that. You feel me? Do you think is it worth swimming with people for any of that? What do you think that us as people don't need to be doing a lot of, so we won't have to worry about us being the one that caused it to spread? You feel me? Come from?
Well, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to take advantage of, man. Since COVID hit, bro, you got a lot of black business right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting into a business, man. Stop spending all your money. Put it into something where you can build a business up. You got a lot of people going to getting their retirement out, you know, putting all that money and doing all this here and blowing it, man. Invest the money, because even through all of this, stock market is going down. Put your money in something, man, so you can get money. This is what this is, and we don't see it. They do all this stuff to us to bring all these markets down, where they can come in and put all their money in. They be filthy with it, and we still poor. We gotta start thinking like them, man.
Yeah.
Even though this is going on, you need to be working. Get your business started. Do something. Put some stocks in. Get your money up. Because this is the perfect opportunity. Because that's why they're doing it, so they can come up. We need to come up with them. So if we don't come up with them, man, we're gonna be extinct. You feel me? So we need to wake up, bro. So it's tough right now.
What you think about the PPPs and the EPP, and then you think about the people that got the money, then you get scared and you don't get no business experience. You won't go get no business license or nothing to help yourself. You just wanted the money. So why people, that's just like going to rob a bank. Now you don't know how to get away. You feel me? People, don't you imagine how many people robbed the bank and they didn't know how to get away? You be like, nigga, what you going there for if you want to go know how to get away? That's y'all problem, but that's the point of, do you think that lack of business skills or lack of business anything that you needed before you even thought about it? Do you think that played a big part on the dumb things that people do, from shoes to clothes and rims and acting like you got a job or some shit,
Yeah,
or got a fake business and ain't got nowhere to put the business? You won't even say you're an employee of your own goddamn business. You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
So how can you have a whole staff? Their mother got stupid. They'll go hire, say they got a whole staff over here, get a whole nother 10 G's, like they got 10 workers. Now you just got the whole 10 G's. And your ass, you ain't even got nowhere, no office, nothing. You just want to make it like you making it look official on what you telling them, but you're not making it official around you. You see what I'm saying? Now you
Yeah.
gotta worry about spending goddamn money up. You know what I'm saying? It's just dumb decisions that our black people do. And do you think that we need more town hall? People need to go to more town hall meetings
Yeah.
and more parent teacher conference, stuff like that, to check on your kids. What do you think that on our kids these days with the the juvenile system these days? Do you think that they making it where our kids getting younger by the day, being able to go to the pen? What can you need to be done more in the juvenile system these days? Because right now they
Well,
send them and they put them up in jail like they grown ups now. You feel me?
well, for one, man, how are we gonna represent somebody we ain't even talking to? You feel me?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if we, how you gonna represent them young people? You don't even talk to the young people. Go out there and
yeah,
talk to them, speak their language, man. These cats know some stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? They can show us some things that we can do to make things better for them, man. Because it was a group that I know, man. Only thing they want to be able to do, man, is get a job. So if they
yeah,
can't get a job, guess what they finna do? They finna go in your house and they finna
yeah,
go on the block or they finna do whatever they got to do to get some money. But if you don't want to hire them, guess what you finna create? You finna create that guy, a street guy. And he finna go out there and do
yeah,
his thing. He got to survive, man. He just in survival mode. We got to learn how to start talking to him, man. See where they at. See what we can do to help them so they don't go
yeah,
do nothing dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need
yeah.
to do.
You think the industrial market around there, due to the jobs, do you think that, could you see any more coming back sooner or later? Because, you know, ever since they took ConAgra, that played a big part in the finances of everybody and the population going down. What do you think that they need to bring more industrial? Because that's what people don't understand. Everybody don't go to college for industrial jobs. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Some people want office jobs, but if we ain't got no office jobs to offer, you feel what I'm saying? What do you see a part of? Do you think that by not being no jobs around, not just affect like the bigger city close to you, but your city you actually stay in, do that affect y'all city a lot? Like Strong, do that affect Strong a lot by not being a lot of jobs in El Dorado? Because they usually say what a bigger spot around sometimes, it should be a better living. But I just feel like people in Strong and Huddock and all them, they had this shit together. They just had enough sense to buy some house shit. But you don't see no apartment buildings like no Section 8 buildings or nothing built in Strong or built in Huddock or nothing. You see what I'm saying? You don't see that poverty built in El Dorado. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So
Well,
you gotta wonder is
it's a large population of us up here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's a lot of street cats in El Dorado. So that's why it was the perfect for business. See what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
what they doing, man. That's why you don't see it like that. And in the inner city, you know, Chicago, Detroit, wherever you go, you don't see these places, man. So that's why,
yeah,
man, we got to get into these young cats. They can get jobs, plenty of jobs, bro. You know what? The problem is they can't stay clean to get them, and they can't stay clean to stay on them. So it's in their head, it's in their mind. They got to think to themselves, man, I got to stay clean because I got to make this money. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's gonna be up to them, man, whether they want to be in the job market or not. You know, and that's one of the things, man, is staying clean, man. I mean, you know, it is what it is. If you want to survive, you got to stay clean to make money.
yeah,
Unless you got a business you're gonna start. If you start a business, you do what you want to do because it's your business.
yeah.
And I really would tell somebody, man, if you got something that you good at, start a business, man.
That's what's up.
Start a business.
One more question, fam. what do you think about the grades these days? Do you think about kids have to go to smaller schools to get to the NBA or the NFL? Or, because, you know, kids be want to go to bigger schools but don't never get no playing time, or they want to go to bigger schools because they feel like they go get a better shot. What do you think about kids going to smaller schools like to get playing time? What you think about that these days? Well, kids will be going to school that you never heard of sometimes. They probably went to the NFL, NBA out of it. What do you think about smaller schools that you go to getting playing time than bigger schools that you go to getting playing time? Because, you know, that play a big part in what schools kids choose to go to these days.
Right.
No matter if they get the scholarship or not. You know what I'm saying?
I went to a small school, man, but my brain was big, man.
Yeah.
Ain't enough information in the world. I can't cope.
Yeah.
So you got to get the information, man. Whether you go from a small school to a big school, get all the information in your brain, man. The biggest advantage a big school has for sports, you get a lot of people. You get a lot of physicality about it, and everything's going to be a lot stronger in a larger school. Smaller schools, you can get a lot more attention from a teacher, one teacher to get educated. Like in large school, they gotta have sometimes they gotta have two teachers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the difference in that part of it. Because when I went to a small school, you didn't need two teachers to teach everybody. That one teacher got it all covered. Like in a big school like up here, man, you got to have two teachers. One teacher teaching this side and one teaching the other side. So it's really different, man. And sometimes you got to do.
Do you think teachers do more these days based upon this corona up or this do you think they do more? They showing they care more based upon this virtual world? Because you know sometimes kids learn better in they learn better in person than they learn online. Because if that was me having to go online, I wouldn't get the right effect because of distraction I'm around. I can go here and turn on this game. I can go over here and eat when I want to. So you know you at school, boy. You be hungry, boy. You nigga ready, you know what I'm saying? Or your ass be sleeping. Your ass ain't gonna do nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it's based upon like that part of how do you think that if you had another chance to do it over, would you have been in front of the class and say, hey, teach, hey, how you do this? How you do that? You feel me?
Yeah.
Because back then, how do you think about our youth now? Do you think they like to read a lot? Or do you think that they slowed down and think this internet supposed to read for? Which one do you think?
That second one you said. They think the internet supposed to read for them, man. You know, but I gotta say this, man, for the teachers, man. Teachers gotta teach in the classroom, then they gotta go teach virtual. They got two jobs, man, but they ain't making no money. So they feeling disgruntled, man, because they really angry, man, because I'm doing two jobs, but I'm getting paid little money. Just like right now, gas prices went up. No matter if you're making $20, $30 an hour or whatever, but your gas prices double, your food double, your lights and energy, everything doubles, and you ain't got no more money. Now you in poverty.
Yeah.
So
do you think that's a big reason? Because, you know, back like a couple years ago, they were changing it back. The state take over, then they want their city take back over, then the state take back over. Do you think that confused the teachers where they strike a lot now because that play a big part in who will want to teach there if they know they ain't gonna know if they got no future to their teaching stuff there. You know, they were hiring a lot of subs, feel me? Just to try to make their roster complete. You see what I'm saying? But do you think that's something that got to be looked into more? Teachers willing to give a sacrifice and life to that? Do they think they supposed to get underpaid or paid a regular like they've been getting paid? Because, you know, they got our teachers by the string now. That's what it make them hard to get an effort like they used to. What do you think to get the change for that?
Well, for one, man, the teachers, man, we don't commend them for what they do for our kids. Some teachers go far and beyond, man. I know a couple of teachers, man, they'll buy food for a student, they buy clothes, or if they need some money, man, they're going on a basketball trip, they give them a few dollars. You know, you got teachers like that, man. I ain't gonna say ain't none out there like that. But you got some that's out there that's really getting a check. You feel? They ain't there to teach you, man. COVID made that possible because you really ain't got to teach. Because most of the time you ain't in school. You doing virtual.
Yeah.
It's like if a kid at home, like you said, he playing a video game. What you think a teacher doing? At home, probably watching soap operas, right? So
Yeah.
ain't nobody giving their full attention to nothing, man. So who learning anything? So yeah, we stuck, man. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Man, get on up out of it, man. I was gonna ask you one more question, kind of slipped my mind. I really want to ask about that because that plays a big part, like the school system and stuff, and how we look at everything. And like I say, man, I like to give you flowers while you're here. You know, I'm still here, Black King forever.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel me?
Sir.
And you know, like I say, man, a lot of people respect what you do and everything. I know that you're not just no talker like that, and you just not no person that talk to anybody. So you know, you're not no hard dude. You might look mean sometimes, but that don't mean you mean. Some people you tell me, man, I want to talk to you. You look super mean. You be like, man, that nigga cool as motherfucker. Only if you knew. Only if you knew. One more question I will ask you, man. Where's D-Ray? Where he at? Because people keep asking about where's D-Ray at now.
Hey.
You know, he was part of Black Kings. What he doing now? Is he good?
Hey, whenever I need him, man, he there, bro. That's all I
That's
need.
what's up.
Whenever I need him, he
That's
there.
what's up. That's what's
brother.
up.
That's my brother, man, forever, man. When I do see him, we go right back into the Black King mode. You feel me? We just talk about them days. You know what I'm saying? So he good, man. He real good.
That's what's up. Man, well, they can catch that again, man. We out of here, man. Nice talking to you. And let everybody know you still that nigga. You just moved into a different craft. And, you know, like I say, man, you one of the first ones. You're a legend to me. You know what I'm saying? One of the first ones to start this, you know, carry on the legacy from your brother. Rest in peace to him. You know, he lived through all of us that he ever worked with. You know, he still lived through all of us. And I'm glad that you was able to overcome that journey of that, man. Because I know it's been a hard one. And, you know, I know you sit back sometimes, you be like, man, what my brother wanted me to do? Nigga, he wanted you to keep going. Feel me? So, and you know, don't ever think you by yourself. I tell you that because, you know, you combine it and your brother, they combine it with brothers for life, man, because that made us better men and what we is today. You know what I'm saying? Even that part of just knowing that we better fathers, you feel me? And that plays a big part in on what you see the growth in people these days of them being a better father. Because sometimes people let this music keep them from being a better father. You feel me? So man, I salute you out there, man, and that TV show, man. Like I say, we'll connect more and. Like, man, you need to really do that mud show, though, man. A lot of people that like to play them goddamn mud pies and all that bullshit, they need to come on out there and go on and get with the program. You feel me?
We're gonna get it.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Nice talking to you. This South Arkansas Trill Talk Part 43. Tuned in with Mike Young, Black King Forever Legend. Shit, you here with us. You'll see more of us. And I salute y'all out there that support, that been a part of that Black King's legacy from the beginning to now. Nigga, 20 years in the game. He a smart individual, entrepreneur, everything he do, you know what I'm saying? Try to keep it the business way. So a lot of y'all out there can learn something about business, man, because this man gonna do everything by business. I salute you out there, man. Take care out there. Well, homie. That's what's up.